What are some disturbing facts about space?
That we, as a planet, are literally flying through space. I don't just mean around the sun. Because our solar system is flying through space as well. Along with our galaxy too. Where Earth was 1 minute ago is a point in space that we will never return to. If you gathered together all the matter in the universe we can observe right now and squished it together until it had the density of water, 1 gm per centimeter, 3. It would fit into a cube about 1 light-year on each side. There are several disturbing things about this. A single light-year is almost unimaginably huge, a cubic light-year is a ridiculous volume of space. The observable universe is 33 orders of magnitude larger than that. It is almost entirely empty. Rogue planets. Such objects have been ejected from the planetary system in which they were formed or have never been gravitationally bound to any star or brown dwarf. If a rogue planet invade our solar system, things could go very wrong. The largest black hole we have discovered has a diameter of 490.000.000.000 kilometers. Earth's diameter is roughly 13.000 kilometers. The fact that Voyager 2 space probe after over 40 years has not even hit a pebble. Here's one closer to home. The Kessler effect is the theory that a single destructive event in low Earth orbit could create a cascade where satellites break up into tiny fragments, taking out other satellites, breaking up into smaller fragments, and so on, until the Earth is completely surrounded by a massive cloud of tiny flying death shrapnel, which would make leaving this planet almost impossible. If you look up how much space debris there is already up there and how many satellites currently orbit, plus the continued growth of the commercial space industry, I think about it a lot. Time-lapse of the future sends me into an existential crisis every time. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Carl Sagan. I truly don't believe most of us are capable of comprehending the vastness of space and the distance between things. In about 150 billion years, intergalactic transportation and communication beyond our local supercluster will be impossible. In about 2 trillion years, galaxies outside of our local supercluster are no longer detectable due to redshift. Assuming the universe keeps expanding, then the universe's final fate depends on whether or not protons decay. We'll never be able to discover it all.
The vast distances between solar systems and the near impossibility of interstellar human travel.
The farthest galaxy we can detect was 13.4 billion light-years away when it emitted the light we see today. That light, not the galaxy, the light itself, is 3 times as old as the Earth. We still don't know exactly how it came into existence. 2 possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe or we are not. Both are equally terrifying. Arthur C. Clarke. At 600 km above planet Earth, the temperature fluctuates between +258 and -148 degrees Fahrenheit. There is nothing to carry sound. No air pressure. No oxygen. Life in space is impossible. Opening title card in the movie, Gravity. An NBSP. Sometimes, the scariest thing that professional astronomers can experience is something that they don't see. An NBSP. In 2019, scientists at the Royal Institution of Australia, along with NASA and other international space agencies, completely missed a football field-sized asteroid that came eerily close to Earth's atmosphere and had apparently realized it only minutes before it passed Earth. An NBSP. An asteroid called 2019 OK, traveling at almost 15 miles a second, came unusually close to impacting Earth. It passed by about 43,500 miles away. Vox. An NBSP. The asteroid came much closer to Earth than our Moon. Roughly 1/5 the average distance from Earth to the Moon. Michael Brown of Monash University noted that it was the largest asteroid to pass this close to Earth in quite a number of years. Washington Post. An NBSP. Asteroids of this size are capable of triggering the equivalent of a large nuclear explosion if they hit Earth. Global News. An NBSP. IV. Swinburne University astronomer Alan Duffy mentioned that this particular asteroid would have struck the impact area with over 30 times the energy of Hiroshima's atomic blast. Sydney Morning Herald. An NBSP. So how and why did some of the brightest minds on the planet miss this potentially destructive asteroid until just before it jumped past us? There are several reasons. A. The asteroid had an unpredictable, eccentric orbit and speed, and this made it challenging to spot it ahead of time. B. The asteroid was coming in from the direction of the Sun, adding even more to the difficulty of scientists zeroing in on it. C. The asteroid was, morbidly considered, not big enough to be labeled as dangerous by space agency computers and telescopes. For the record, impact events big enough to kill off the dinosaurs require an asteroid that are at least half a mile in diameter. Space agencies have charted and identified 90% of asteroids orbiting in our solar system and know their location at any given time. Any asteroids smaller than those are not considered important enough to mind and manage as a result. An NBSP. Bonus. By the way, the very next year in 2020, an even larger asteroid passed in between Earth and the Moon. Astronomers using the Atlas telescope in Hawaii discovered an asteroid named 2020 LD had shot between us and the Moon. 2 whole days after it happened. An NBSP. So yes, these sort of things do occur a little more than we'd like. An NBSP. There never were any, in fact, whalers on the Moon. We could literally get vaporized at any moment from a space death laser traveling at the speed of light, so we can't even detect it before we're dead. The images you see are galaxies not as they are but as they were based on how many light-years away they are. This is fine for anything within the thousands, but if we are talking millions or billions of light-years away, then there is a good chance that none of those stars you see even technically exist right now. On the bright side though, if we can figure out how to move faster than light, then we could see our own planet with a good enough telescope. As it was in the past, we could observe any outside historical event or even dinosaurs.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.